And what's good, everyone? Welcome back in. Glad to have you guys in the stream once again here tonight. I'm going to start off the second game of the NBA Summer League in a couple moments from now. It's the Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Utah Jazz. This one in a few moments with Philly. Going with the blue jerseys, looks like tonight. White numbers, white letters. Utah with the white jerseys. Dark blue numbers and letters. Getting ready to tip off this game in just a moment. Thanks so much all for joining in. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and welcome on board tonight. Looks like they're going to go quick into the tip-off in just a moment. We're going to start things off. I got the updated list here for the Sixers starters. They go with Charlie Brown Jr., Julian Champagnie, Charles Bassey, Traveling Queen, and Cassius Winston tonight. Looks like Isaiah Joe, Paul Reed, and Jaden Springer have all been listed out tonight in this matchup for Philadelphia. Justin Robinson, Caleb Holmesley, Jordan Usher, Vic Law, and Bruno Caboclo. That's the starting five for Utah. No Knicks, welcome to the channel here, man. Philadelphia, close loss yesterday against Memphis, 103-98, trying to get over the hump and win their first game of Summer League play tonight. Utah lost by a landslide last night against the Thunder, 98-77. As we are underway, tip goes to Philadelphia, right to left in the floor. The Sixers go as they come up with the opening tip. Cassius Winston, the point yesterday with 8 assists from Michigan State, dials up a pass over to Traveling Queen, who takes the three, and he sinks it right through. So great start for Philly right out of the gate, 3-0. A lob over the top, converting on it is Utah with Usher with a bucket down low. So both teams coming away with points their first trip. That pass gets intercepted. Queen gives it away. Nice dribble behind the back. Justin Robinson goes right to the rim, scores. It's in his third, going into his fourth season coming up from Virginia Tech. Philly with the basketball. Nice bounce pass to a cut. Couldn't float it up, though, and get the bucket. That was Queen. Queen's been basically the focal point early on in this game. Receiving a touch every single possession so far. He's attempted a shot on all 3 possessions of this game for Philadelphia. Utah with the possession. 1 minute through. 8:50 left to go in the first. The far side of the floor, we get contact, reach, and fall charge to Traveling Queen once again, number 9. So he's been basically everywhere so far in his first minute and 11 seconds. Caleb Holmesley, inbound passer. They swing it down low into the hands of Caboclo, puts it up and will draw the foul by Caboclo. It's on Queen once again, his second quick personal foul. Tyrone, what's good? Welcome back in, man. Inbound to Utah. Jazz with a possession. Justin Robinson. Give it outside. The Caboclo gets intercepted. Here goes Philadelphia with the basketball. Cross-court feed into the hands to Julian Champagnie. The ball gets deflected out of bounds, far side of the floor. It's going to stay Sixers ball with 8:35 in the first. Cassius Winston inbounds it over to the top of the key. Lob down low and lost the handle of it. That's a turnover by Charles Bassey. Big man for Western Kentucky just lost the handle down inside the low post. And Utah lost the dribble all the way in their backcourt with Robinson. Stolen away by Charlie Brown Jr., but Robinson comes up and swats it out of bounds. There was... Yeah, they're going to say there's contact on that, so Brown's going to head to the free throw line and shoot 2. First shot by Brown, and he missed. Second shot by Charlie Brown. That is good. Johnny Juzang's not out there yet. Yeah, he didn't play in the last game. I heard he got into a car accident last week, and he got put in concussion protocol because of it. Deflected pass near side of the floor, tipped and almost stolen. It's going to go out of bounds. The last touch by Charlie Brown. So this will stay Utah possession. 8 minutes left to go first quarter. Top of the key three, Vic Law. That's way off the mark. Philadelphia is going to get the basketball back. 8 minutes left to go in the first. Yeah, there was like barely any news outlets reporting it. I saw it on Facebook. It was one of the Kentucky outlets that reported it, that they heard about that. 3-point miss, skipped around the rim and out. Offensive rebound, chance to put it back. Bassey missed off the back rim, and it goes right back over to Utah. Low-scoring game compared to the last one I just covered between OKC and Memphis. A runner into the key. That's no good by Caboclo. This might be one of those games there where it's tough to score even 30 going into halftime. Jumper at the low block. That is good by Cassius Winston. Good to see him able to produce here in the Summer League. Great game yesterday with 8 assists for Winston. Right down the middle, slicing defenders. Jordan Usher to the paint, gets the layup. Seven minutes left to go in the first. Winston, bounce pass into the hands to Bassey. Bassey, turn around, gets it. Knocks down the jumper by Charles Bassey. Philly once again up by 2. Under 7 minutes left to go in the first. Utah with a possession. Justin Robinson, top of the key. Point guard for Virginia Tech. Spent 4 seasons there, back playing his last season in the 2019 season. As it goes out of bounds, near side of the floor. Turnover by Utah. Yeah, hopefully Scottie Pippen Jr. able to make the league. He was a bucket at Vanderbilt. I heard that why the scouts weren't so high on him is because he's like a smaller player's game. Viewed by scouts, they viewed him that it wouldn't translate as much as like other players, which is just unfortunate. But I hope he proves everybody wrong in the Summer League. Missed jumper straight away by Utah. Philadelphia just going to jack up a 3. They missed it. Offensive rebound. Put back good by Philly to go up 10-6. That is Charlie Brown Jr., who gets the putback bucket from St. Joseph's. So Philadelphia, no drafted players playing tonight for this team that were drafted in the 2022 draft, that is. They traded at pick number 23. They had David Roddy as their lone pick in the 2022 draft, but they traded him over to the Memphis Grizzlies. Roddy did not play tonight. Here's a lob over the top, punching it through. And that's a jam thrown off the pick and roll. Charles Bassey. Bassey with a slam dunk, the big man from Western Kentucky. And Philly with a 12-6 lead as a timeout gets taken on the floor by Utah. 5:32 left to go in the first quarter. Been a tough game so far for shots to drop down. Utah only had 9 points in the first quarter against Oklahoma City yesterday. And once again, they're struggling to make shots from the floor so far in this game. What's good, Andrew? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope all is going well. Best of luck on vacation there. Wow, you get a long vacation. On vacation for like a month. Well, best of luck on your trip there, man. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games, college basketball as well on the channel. And thanks so much for being a part of this community. Feel free to join in and be a part of the channel tonight, everybody. Quick update, first box score update of the game so far. Philadelphia top scorer is Charles Bassey. He's got 4 points in this game, a tip-in and then an alley-oop dunk to send us to a timeout. 3 points each by Travelin' Queen and Charlie Brown Jr. And 2 points by Cassius Winston. Gilly Illy, welcome in. 4 points by Jordan Usher for Utah, 2 by Justin Robinson. We come back from the timeout. Philadelphia with a possession past midcourt. This is Julian Champagnie from St. John's going undrafted into the draft. He's out on the floor first time of the game, though. Stripped ball. Utah comes up with a steal. Pass deflected, stolen away. Right back from Philadelphia. They get numbers. Champagnie makes the pass ahead. Leads to a slam dunk by Charlie Brown Jr. Right down the lane. Nice extra pass by Champagnie, and Philly extends it by 8. Michael, welcome on the stream here, man. 4.5 left to go in the first. Utah in trouble. Corner 3. That misses short. No good by Jordan Usher. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Philly. Here comes Kofi Coburn out to the floor, the big fella. 7-footer from Illinois. He went undrafted. Sixers get the inbound. 4.5 left to go in the first. Winston has it at the top, dribbles up, floats it up over the top, missed the jam. There's a fall attached to it, though, and Charles Bassey right back to the free throw line to shoot 2. Blocking foul charged to Kofi Coburn. So they go right after Coburn for his first minute tonight in this game. Charles Bassey to shoot 2 at the free throw line. First one good by Bassey. Second shot missed off the back rim, tipped up. Offensive rebound controlled by Miles Powell of Philly. Right baseline dribble for the Sixers, and Utah gets called in the reach-in. So reaching in for the Jazz, it will lead to an inbound coming up for the Sixers. Far side of the floor, Bassey will be the inbound passer. Moves it out to the top to Powell. Powell driving down the lane, missed the layup, tipped up, and the defensive rebound goes over to Utah. It's Jonathan Williams from Buffalo. Passing out to the corner. Bassey tips it out of bounds. 4 minutes left to go in the first. There's Philadelphia defenders flying everywhere, and Utah just can't score anything. 6 points in the first 6 minutes of the game. Kevin, welcome back in. Nelson, welcome on board. Thanks so much for joining in, man. Gonna inbound near side corner in the front court for Utah. Over to Justin Robinson. Bounce pass. Down low. It's a two-handed jam being thrown down by Kofi Coburn as he explodes. So that might give Utah a jolt now. It's a 7-point game with 3:45 left to play. Philadelphia with a possession. Circling around the hoop, it's Bassey. Moves it outside to the wing. Down low. Off the back rim, no good. Missed by Aminu Muhammad, and the rebound controlled by Utah. Jazz with a possession. Number 42, James Palmer Jr. Moves it out to his right to Robinson. Shoots the 3 open. Connects on it. Now started getting to a rhythm. Made the last 2 buckets for the Jazz. Part of a 5-0 run 3:15 left to go in the first. Gets him right back into the game. Skip pass out to the wing. Over to Muhammad. Muhammad floats up a shot down low. Missed it off the rim, and a defensive rebound again. Pulled down for Utah. Bad pass by Robinson. Intercepted. Bodies collide. And that's an offensive foul by Philly. Justin Robinson redeems himself and takes the charge on the drive by Miles Powell. Powell intercepted the pass, tried to take it a distance to the rim, just rammed right into Robinson. We'll take a timeout on the floor. Looks like 2:57 left to go in the first quarter. Sixers up 15-11. All right, if you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Hit us up in the chat who you guys are going for tonight in this game. Philadelphia, Utah. Who you guys got in this one tonight? Let us know where you guys are out and watching from as well. First game today, Oklahoma City. Big victory over Memphis, 87-71. As the Thunder jumped over the Grizzlies, and Oklahoma City played far from their best game, but Josh Giddey, triple-double, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists for OKC tonight. Good to see that this score has been much closer because Utah was in some serious danger. First 6 minutes of the game, they scored 6 points, and now they're up to a run themselves. 5-zip run to put it 15-11. Come back to action now. 4-point game with 2:45 left to go in the first. Corner three taken by Utah. Goes right through the chute and drops through. Makes it a 1-point game. That's number 42, James Palmer Jr. Philly. Down low, powers his way inside. Michael Foster from G League Ignite at the age of 19 scores his first basket of the game. 2:20 left to go in the first. Touch pass out to the corner. Utah will take a three. Missed off the mark by Palmer. Offensive rebound controlled by Kofi. Another chance. Straightaway three. Missed off the mark again by Utah. Another offensive rebound though. Jazz looking to close the gap. Jonathan Williams gets knocked down and fouled. It's going to be charged to Cassius Winston. Game clock will stop with 2:08. Palmer Jr., the inbound passer, puts it outside. Into the hands of Coburn. Driving down low to the bucket, missed the layup. Offensive rebound. Putback is good by Isaiah Miller, the rookie from UNC Greensboro. He can fly pretty high up in the air just for only being a 6-footer. He's actually in his second season. He was part of the 2021 draft class, but entering year number 2. Philadelphia able to score their way down inside the low post. Number 41, Michael Foster Jr., second basket of the game for him. Minute and a half left to go in the first. Sixers float up a shot, missed off the back row by Grant Riller. Utah comes up with a defensive rebound. Jazz looking to push it. Shovel down the lane. Jonathan Williams will draw a blocking foul charge to Philly. It's going to be on number 41, Michael Foster Jr. Yeah, I think he's got really good potential for Shadon Sharpe. I think he could potentially be the best player in this draft class. Like, for what I heard, he's like a lights out shooter for him, and he plays physical too. He could be like one of the best athletes from this draft. He's gonna need like a lot of developing, but like down the road, he might be like the best player from this class. 1 minute left to go in the first. Free throw is good at the line for Utah. Sixers driving to the hoop off the back rim miss. Tough take by Grant Riller. Couldn't finish at the rim. And Utah comes up with a defensive rebound. Lob over to Coburn. Coburn swings it back outside to the wing. Touch pass, right corner. James Palmer Jr. knocks it down. Wow, the Jazz were struggling to generate any sort of points here in the first 6 minutes. They've exploded and they take the lead 21-19. Hey, thanks so much, Brian, for being a part of the stream here, man. Here's a three. Nice touch on that. That is good. Number 35, Miles Powell. So now we got the three starting to drop. 15 seconds left to play. Utah going to slow down. Final possession left to go in the first quarter. James Palmer Jr. drives, attacks, swings it outside, deflected with 2.1 seconds. Last touched out of bounds by Philly. It's going to be an inbound, Palmer Jr. Near side of the floor to inbound passer. 2 seconds left to go. Palmer Jr. inbound, looking to pass it off, and it's deflected, stolen away. They couldn't get a shot off in time before the horn, but that's a nice hustle play there. Stolen away by Tyler Bay. So he is entering his third season in the NBA. Tyler Bay from Colorado comes up with a steal off the inbound, closes out the end of one. 22-21, another close game here at the end of the first quarter in the Summer League. Alright, so we close out the end of one here. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here on the channel tonight. In this game, really slow start to this one, but finally the shots have started to drop after a lot of misses early on in this game. Leading score, 5 points for Justin Robinson for Utah. He's the top scorer for the Jazz. And 5 points each by Bassey and Charlie Brown too. So, yeah, the last game I covered, it was more the bigger names in the last game, and these have like a lot of players basically undrafted out of this group. The coach, welcome to the streamer, man. Yeah, this one's been a tougher one than the last one. Last game actually got like a good amount of views. I remember like last 2 seasons I did it, and it got like a good amount of views or so. This one's been tougher. I think it's all about like who the prospects are that are like playing, because the Houston Orlando game, that's probably gonna have a lot tomorrow. I mean, the numbers just numbers not going to compare to like what was going on in the playoffs. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Good thing about these games, they go by so fast. So it's like done in like an hour and 50 usually for these games. It's not like drawn out or so, like 240, 245. No Ego, what's good? Welcome back in. We come back to the second quarter. Free throw circle jumper missed off the mark by Philadelphia. That is Grant Riller. And Utah comes up with a basketball. Down inside the low post, Kofi Coburn, nice pivot, finishes down inside. Good to see from Kofi Coburn. 7-footer from Illinois. This was not a close game early on. Utah just couldn't generate a bucket. They were trailing 15-6 at one point, just stagnant offensively. They got a 1-point lead now. Going for the jumper, the free throw circle, missed around the rim and out by the Sixers. Going downhill and blocked from behind. There's contact to Palmer Jr. down in the hardwood. What's good, Siegel? Welcome to the streamer, man. Glad to have you back in. Utah going to get the inbound. Number 26, Kofi Coburn, inside for the Jazz. It's number 39, Isaiah Miller. At the top of the key, three-point shot taken deep, missed off the back rim by Caleb Holmesley. And here goes Philadelphia with it. Warren, welcome back in, man. The outside, three in the air, missed around the rim and out by Cassius Winston. Siegel with a dono. Really appreciate the brother with a dono. You guys, the legends in the channel. Yeah, there really hasn't been like a go-to player in this game. The top scorer's only got 5 points. Charles Bassey. Probably Charles Bassey's sticking out like the most. He's from Western Kentucky. He's in the second season. Big man for Western Kentucky. 5 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals so far. But really hasn't been anybody that's like really sparked. Wow, that was way off the mark. Julian Champagnie missed the first free throw, didn't even hit the rim. He was a bucket at St. John's. Just question mark with how his defense is going to translate into the game. Offensive rebound, though. We got the offensive rebound off the second missed free throw. Tough that he missed both free throws, though. 8 minutes left to go in the second. Pass deflected, stolen away by Utah. Here goes the Jazz with it. Jonathan Williams gets denied and fouled. So this will be 2 free throws with 7:49 left to go. Joe, what's good? Welcome in. Yeah, Kofi is playing in this game tonight. So he's on Utah. Yeah, he got a pretty good bucket down in the post. He's got 4 points so far. Perfect 2 for 2 in 5 minutes. So he's looking pretty good so far for what he's done. One for 2 at the free throw line. 7:45 left to go before halftime. Sixers with a possession on the outside. Charlie Brown Jr. shoots a 3 that goes off the side of the rim on the bounce. Yeah, this has been a tougher game today compared to the first game I covered. I covered Oklahoma City against Memphis in that first game today, and there was a lot of scoring going on. This game, there's been a bunch of bricks. Palmer, 3-point shot straight away. Missed off the mark. Rebound controlled by Philadelphia. That's number 41, Michael Foster Jr. from G League Ignite. Foster settles for the jumper. Baseline 2. As he bricks it. Off the back rim, no good. 7 minutes left to go before halftime. Inside the key. Jazz move it out to the corner. Jonathan Williams floats it up. He's got the bucket. And Utah with a 4-point lead. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for joining in, being a part here on the channel tonight. Mainly cover play-by-play, NBA, college basketball games, majority of content here on the channel. Missed 3 by Philadelphia. They came up with a rebound. They drew the foul, though, down low. Yeah, probably I'd say NFL preseason, actually. Because you do get to see, like, the actual players play for a little bit. And there's so many NBA Summer League games, too. And the NFL preseason, they're down to 3 now for preseason. They used to be 4, now they've cut it back because of injuries. There's always, like, one brutal injury, like, every single preseason. Wow, that was a slick move right to the rim. Utah with number 5. Justin Robinson took it a distance. Coast to coast off the rebound, scores the bucket, and I think it's going to count as a goaltend by Charlie Brown Jr. Plus the foul. So they will count the bucket. Plus the foul. Free throw is good. .6:20 left to go before halftime. 5-point game. Charlie Brown Jr. Bounce pass down low. Bassey. His pass deflected into traffic. Gets his own basketball back, though. Bassey puts it up. Lost it, though, off the glass, and it goes out of bounds. Nice effort there by Charles Bassey. Just wasn't able to finish. What it would have been between multiple defenders. He had like 3 guys all around him in the painted area. Out to the top, Vic Law, catch and fire 3, sinks it. Wow. Based on yesterday, if you ask me, who would have predicted? I predicted Philadelphia would take this game. And now Utah, who is down early, they just couldn't make a shot in the first 6 minutes. They got themselves an 8-point lead. Missed 3 by Philly, who's gone stone cold. Utah had it for a moment, lost the handle, was Robinson out of bounds. Yeah, I'd be shocked, honestly, if that's going to happen, though. I think it's probably going to be Miami who gets KD. That's my prediction. I've been hearing more so Miami and Phoenix as the top 2 suitors. So we're going to take a timeout here on the floor. 32-24, 5.5 left to go in the second, and Philadelphia has only scored 2 points in the second quarter. What's good, Mario? Welcome back to the stream, man. Hasn't really been like a go-to player in this game that's gone off. Justin Robinson, though, he's got 8 points, 3 for 4 shooting from the floor. He's the top scorer for Utah. Basically, all the points are combined. 7 points by Charles Bassey, top scorer for Philadelphia. Jared Butler, he won a championship with Baylor. He was the most outstanding player, the 2021 NCAA tournament championship. But I don't think he's going to be playing tonight. He's yet to go out on the court. They showed him at the bench area right there for some of the footage for Butler, but not going to play tonight as he's out on the bench area with a polo shirt on. So we get back to action, 5:15 remaining. Floater goes down. That's good by Bassey. He's up to 9. Bassey floats up a mid-range shot. Utah with the ball. Robinson passes outside. Vic Law. Also, Taco Fall hasn't checked into the game. Taco played yesterday. So Taco is now on Utah's Summer League team. Missed 3 by Robinson at the wing. Rebound control by Champagny. Junior, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. I predicted the Sixers in this one based on what the scores were from yesterday. But yeah, I'm shocked right now. Utah's up out in front, and they were struggling early. Cassius Winston draws the fall down low. It's going to send Winston to the free throw line shooting 2. 4:38 left to play before halftime. First shot by Winston's good. Second shot is good as well by Winston as they cut right into the Utah lead. 4-point game with 4.5 minutes left to go before halftime. Jazz with a possession. Bounce pass out to the wing. Law hands it over to Robinson. Bounce pass out to the top of the key. Sets up Law, floats it up for a mid-range shot. Missed off the glass. Draws the contact though in the foul. And we'll send number 70, Vic Law, to the free throw line. It's going to be picked up on Julian Champagny in the blocking foul. This game is on ESPN2 if you're looking for it. First shot missed off the rim by Vic Law of Utah. Second free throw at the line. That's good. The pain of struggles at the free throw line. Utah much better than Philadelphia in this game, though. 5 of 7 for the Jazz at the free throw line. Philadelphia is just 4 of 8. Sixers with the ball. Traveling Queen gives it away again. Steal by the Jazz. Shovel down the lane. Dunks it through with a right-handed finish. That is Bruno Caboclo. Going downhill to the hoop. Philadelphia was scored a bucket by Troy Brown. Count it in the foul. Potentially. Yeah, I might. It all depends. Because I remember last year, I felt like the numbers weren't like as strong as like other stuff too. That's the only thing. Free throw is good for Philly. 4-point game with 3:45 left to go. And lost the handle. Jazz turned it over. Leads to a layup that almost was missed. But Traveling Queen able to take it a distance and get the layup. It's a 2-point game. Wow. And another turnover by Utah, just getting clumsy with the basketball. 3:20 left to go. Winston down inside the paint. Bounce pass to the corner to Brown. Tiptoes the baseline. Floats it up over the top. He gets called into offensive foul. Bangs right into Justin Robinson, who takes the charge. Yeah, this game's had a lot of clumsiness tonight in it. Players stumbling, fumbling with the ball. At least it's close. At least it's not a blowout. 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Utah with a possession on the outside. They will take it down inside now. Jordan Usher. Turnaround jumper. Misses off the rim short. Rebound collected by Charlie Brown Jr. Sixers with a possession. As we have a whistle blown, and Utah will come up and pick up a reach and fall in the paint. So game clock will stop. 2:45 left to go before halftime. Utah, 2-point lead, 35-33. Wow, I'm going to see how many turnovers we've got in this game, because it just feels like we got a lot. 18 combined right now. 10 by Utah, 8 by Philadelphia. And we still got 3.5, or just under 3 minutes left to go before halftime right now. There's still nobody who scored double figures. There really hasn't been a player that's gone off in this game tonight. Charles Bassey, top scorer for Philadelphia. He's got 9 points, 8 points by Charlie Brown Jr. 8 points by Justin Robinson for Utah. So we're going to come back to action now with just under 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Mid-range floater by Philly. On their first possession back, he gets missed off the mark. Pass ahead. He'll give it out to the corner to Robinson. Shoots the three. He's got it. .2:15 left to go before half. Driving down the lane. Missed the layup. And Bassey called in the turnover for Philadelphia. So when Philly started to get some momentum to get right back into it and cut it to a 2-point game, Utah coming right back. That's a nice throw down there. Usher with an assist. It's a slam dunk by Bruno Caboclo. He's got some powerful jams, a couple of them tonight in this game. 150 remaining before halftime. Sixers with the ball, left baseline dribble all the way to the hoop, throws down a dunk by Charlie Brown Jr. He tiptoes off the baseline. Now we got a couple things to jolt up both of these teams in the final minute and a half remaining before half. 3-point shot taken, it's good straight away. That is number 55, Bruno Caboclo, started to go off. Starting to find a rhythm for Utah with a couple of key players now. Winston, inside the key, missed the layup, will draw the foul. It's on Usher. It's called in the blocking foul. Cassius Winston to shoot 2 at the free throw line. Bruno Caboclo now with 7 for Utah, right behind Justin Robinson, leading scorer with 11. 10 points by Charlie Brown Jr., the only player in double figures for Philadelphia. Cassius Winston shooting 2 at the line. First one is good. Second shot good by Winston. 1 minute left to go before half. Rising for the 18-footer. Missed off the rim for the Jazz. The Sixers come up looking to push it. Winston going downhill right to the hoop. Floats it up. Got the bucket. Cassius Winston, 4-year player at Michigan State. Graduated in 2019. Led his team to the Final Four his final season for Sparty. It's a great get there. Down the lane for Winston. Missed the layup. Or actually, he graduated in 2020. It's a number 53 pick in 2020. Missed 3 up the floor by Philly. 25 seconds left to go. Utah by 4 to get possession. Jazz going to slow down the basketball. Justin Robinson. Defending the outside by traveling Queen. Moves on top into the hands to Caboclo. Caboclo passes to the baseline. Intercepted though. Sixers come up with a steal. This is Miles Powell. Gives out to the corner. Open 3. Shoots it over the rim. Was traveling Queen. And the great look couldn't send it home though. We close out going to halftime now. It's 43-39. 4-point game going into halftime currently. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. It's actually a pretty good game as far as the scoreboard indicates. It's been sloppy, though, seeing it played on the floor, though. But I mean, at least it's close and competitive. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops here on the channel, and really appreciate all for joining in and being a part in the stream. Philadelphia only 20% from three-point range in that first half. They were up early. They led 15-6 at one point. Things were going their way. Utah was tossing up bricks to start off the game. And then Utah started to move the ball around. They cut into it, and then they finally took the lead. They haven't looked back. It's been close. And there really hasn't been a player that's like stood out in tonight's game. Justin Robinson with 11. He's the top scorer for Utah. Charlie Brown Jr.'s got 10, top scorer for Philadelphia. A lot of players that are playing here, they were either back-end second-rounders or undrafted for both of these teams. Philadelphia's got a ton of back-end second-rounders in the 50s. Charles Bassey picked up at 53, Grant Riller at 56, Cassius Winston at 53. .58 by Paul Reed, who hasn't played tonight. So they've got a lot of players who played yesterday for both of these teams that haven't played tonight. Isaiah Joe, Jaden Springer, Justin Smith, Paul Reed. Those are some of the players who haven't played tonight. What's good? Good Pupper. Welcome to the stream. And then for Utah, Taco Fall played last night, but not playing tonight for Taco. Johnny Juzang yet to play in the Summer League. I heard that he got into a car accident, so then my thoughts out to Johnny Juzang. A couple days before the Summer League, there wasn't really much information about that. But I saw that he was out. They listed him out due to a concussion for Johnny Juzang. And Jared Butler. Jared Butler not playing tonight. Xavier Sneed not playing tonight. He was the top scorer yesterday. What's good? Lamian Dillard. Welcome to the stream here, man. First game flew by. First stream I covered today, that was Oklahoma City, who won over Memphis 87-71. Josh Giddey finished with a triple-double, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Chet Holmgren struggled with efficiency from the floor. He only shot the ball 3 of 8 shooting, 1 for 6 from 3. But Chet Holmgren, either way, finished with 11 points and 12 rebounds during the course of the game. So right now we're just at halftime here. Glad to have you guys in the stream, being a part here on the channel. Got a couple of links posted in the description below this video for this channel. Feel free to check out the Behind Your Basketball channel merchandise links if you guys are interested. Got some pretty cool stuff out there. Short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillow stickers, sweatshirts. In the description below this video. Also, the memberships link is pinned to the chat. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams that I do cover. Going to start off the third quarter, a couple moments. The channel Discord and Twitter links are also posted in the description below this video. Do I think the Hornets will resign Bridges? Probably not. From what I've been hearing, yeah, it seems like it's pretty severe. Yeah, I actually don't have any hats. I wish. The site that I did it with is through like a t-shirt site. I wish they had hats though. Alright, good thing about halftime is that it goes by super fast in these Summer League games. You get back to action, Utah right to left in the floor, Vic Law with the ball. As we start off half number 2 of basketball action, and away from the basketball, a quick whistle charged to Philly. 10 seconds into the third. Near side, inbound goes to Utah. It'll be Vic Law. Passing on top to Justin Robinson. And Robinson pushing off, gets called an offensive foul. Sixers with a possession pass midcourt. This is Cassius Winston. Moves it out to the left wing perimeter. Bounce pass down low into the hands to Bassey. Bassey. Defended by Law, down inside the low block, backs his way, Bassey inside the paint, Bassey, pivot move, puts it up and through, that's good. Up and off the backboard by Charles Bassey, and it's only a 2-point game. Good to see Bassey here, he overtakes Charlie Brown Jr. as the top scorer now for Philly, Bassey with 11, Brown with 10. Jazz with a possession. Usher has it and away from the ball, Bassey called in the foul. Clock will stop when 9:08. Really good footwork down inside the post by Bassey tonight. I've seen a couple buckets with him down inside the low post able to get. Jazz with a possession. Handoff on the outside. Robinson dribbles around and moves it out to the baseline. Jumper taken by Vic Law. Missed off the back rim and a chance here to tie it up with a 2. Sixers with a possession off the rebound by Champagnie. Winston. Pass gets kicked, and kicked ball violation charged to Robinson of Utah. Philadelphia will get the inbound. It will be Traveling Queen inbound passer, far side of the floor. Gives it over to Charlie Brown Jr. Attacks, kicks, corner, 3 on its way. Julian Champagnie missed off the back rim. Utah comes up with a defensive rebound. Looking to push it, lob up over the top, and that will be a 4-point lead for the Jazz going quick up the floor. It is number 55, Bruno Caboclo, with a couple of dunks to the rim tonight. Gets one there. Off the alley-oop jam, he's got 9. Wow, what a flush right back. Charles Bassey punches it through with a huge right-hand jam back to a 2-point game. 8:15 left to go in the third. Bassey, top scorer for Philadelphia. He's got 13, 6 of 8 from the floor with 5 rebounds. Vic Law moves it out to the left elbow. Loose ball, turnover. Here comes Philadelphia with it. Winston sets up a three possibly. Over to Winston it will go. Electing not to take the three was Traveling Queen. Nice dump off down low. Couldn't finish. Missed the tip in. Second chance. Missed the tip in again. And finally makes the bucket after the third attempt by Julian Champagny as he sticks with it. And finally scores. Wow. Luck, luck, luck. It's a tie game at 45. Jazz with the ball. Bruno Caboclo lobs it inside into his hands once again. Now he gets stripped and regains possession, backs his way, and draws the foul. Charged to Julian Champagny in the fall down low. So free throws coming up the line for Utah. First one missed. Second shot missed around the rim and out. Sixers come up with a possession. Cassius Winston. On the outside, three taken, missed off the rim. Tip it is good though, and Philly takes the lead off the tip. 7:10 left to go. A little bit of a sky hook floated up, but that was off balance. Missed shot by Jordan Usher. Sixers with a possession. Lob down low. Bassi has position. Bassi draws the blocking foul. It is charged to Bruno Caboclo. Charles Bassi will head to the free throw line and shoot two. Big putback jam down by Traveling Queen right before that to take this 2-point lead for Philly. 7 minutes left to go. First shot is good. Second free throw, that's right down the middle. 7 minutes left to go in the third. Utah with a possession. And that's going to be an offensive foul. Troy Brown Jr. gets run over. It is charged to Caboclo. A lot of good things happening to Caboclo in that first half with him getting a couple big slam dunks. But now, for Caboclo, a couple bad possessions thrown in there to start off the second half. Philadelphia with a possession to outside. Catch and fire three. Missed off the rim by Traveling Queen. And the ball goes back to Utah with Vic Law. Up the floor. Pickpocketed away. Bassi comes up with a steal. Bounce pass. Wide open. And it will not count. There was a reach in right at midcourt charged to Utah. .632 left to go in the third quarter. Ooh, that should be kicked ball by Bassi. Justin Robinson got tripped up. Yeah, and he was pointing to Charles Bassi, kicking that ball away from Justin Robinson. It wasn't immediately called. They do make the right call, though, so it will be Utah basketball. And now Philadelphia commits a fall down low. Near side of the floor, Jazz will get the inbounds. 6:26 left to play. It's Justin Robinson. Robinson passes out to his right. Vic Law. Law inside the key. Law puts up a 4-shot. Got it. High arc on that delivery. It's a 2-point game. Sixers with a possession. Winston. Top of the key. Bounce pass into the hands to Bassey. Backs his way inside the low post. Bassey, turnaround. Gonna wave it off. Referees blow the whistle, say it will be a foul charge to Vic Law. It will take a media timeout on the floor as well, as we are under 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 5:59 left to go in the third. 2-point game. Great one here between Philly and Utah as far as the battle on the scoreboard. Competitive. Alright, if you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for joining in, being a part here on the channel tonight. Good close game we got right now. Those shots are hard to come by tonight. Philly just 2 of 13 from 3-point range. Charles Bassey, he's the top scorer tonight for the Sixers. 15 points by Bassey. It's only 1 to 2 players double figures. 10 by Charlie Brown Jr. 11 points by Justin Robinson, the lone player in double figures scoring for Utah. Bassey coming off his first season where he played 23 games for the Sixers. Averaged around 3 points per game this past season. And then out in the G League, he had averaged around 16 points per game. He played 1 game down in the G League in Delaware. So we come out of the timeout. Kofi Coburn back into the game. Big man from Illinois for Utah. Sixers get the inbound. They'll take a jumper top of the free throw circle. That is good by number 9, Traveling Queen. Utah with the ball. Winston passes inside the key. They move it out to the corner. 3 in the air. James Palmer swooshes it home. It's a 1-point game. Sixers with a possession. Driving to the hoop. Missed the layup. Second chance. Missed the putback opportunity. Though a late whistle. The late whistle is going to be charged to Utah on the blocking foul. This will be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line. First one is good. Hey, what's good, CD? Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in, man. Traveling Queen makes the free throw. He just got his 10th point in the game. Second shot good by Queen. Utah with a possession. 5:15 left to go in the third. Jazz have the ball with James Palmer Jr. On the floor with Palmer is Kofi Coburn, Isaiah Miller, Vic Law, and Jordan Usher. So the game clock will stop with 5:11. Philadelphia commits a reach-in. 5 on the floor for Philadelphia. Charles Bassey with Traveling Queen, Mark Ellison, Cassius Winston out on the floor as we got another quick whistle committed by Philadelphia, reaching in. And Miles Powell currently on the court for Philadelphia. Inbound goes to Utah. 5 minutes left to go in the third. Driving into the paint. A lob over the top. Deflected pass and another foul charge to Philly. This is on Ellison reaching in down inside the low post. So we got whistles aplenty as of late. Non-shooting foul just yet, so far side of the floor, Utah will get the inbound. 5 minutes remaining in the third. Inbound goes to Grant for Utah. This is number 26, Kofi Coburn, down inside the low post. He's going to put one up, and that's good by Kofi. So it's a 1-point game now. Kofi's got 6. Perfect 3 for 3 from the floor with 4 rebounds. Top of the free throw circle. Champagnie gives over to Winston. Takes the deep 2 jumper, missed off the front rim. And Utah comes up with a defensive rebound. Looks to push it. Pass deflected. Intercepted. Outlet pass ahead over to Champagnie. Going to do the rest of it. And he throws it down with a 2-handed jam. Renalfo, welcome back in. Thanks so much for joining in again. We got 4:10 left to go in the third quarter. Utah with the ball down inside the key. Going wild, missing the layup by Jordan Usher. Rebound gets pulled down by Champagnie. Out to the corner it goes. Powell jacks up a 3 off the side of the rim, hits the top of the glass. That's out of bounds. We got 3:55 left to go in the third. Utah with a possession, free throw circle jumper. That misses way off the mark. Offensive rebound control though, and another Philadelphia foul. This is charged to Winston. Inbound to the corner. Here's an open 3 for Utah. It's good. That is Jonathan Williams from Buffalo. It's a tie game. Sixers with a possession. 3:20 left to go. Floats up the runner off a 1 foot miss. Skipped around the rim and out by Winston. Offensive rebound though for the Sixers. Another chance. Powell. Look to pass it. Deflected. Far side of the floor. Gets the ball right back though. Powell takes it right to the rim. He scores. It's a 2-point Philadelphia lead with 3 minutes left to play. Good competitive game we got right now. Coburn backs his way. Couldn't finish. Off the pivot move. Missed off the mark. Philly gonna make him pay. Out on the break. They're all alone. Miles Powell puts it through for the layup. Mr. Valenterama, thanks so much for joining in. Missed 3 off the back rim by Utah. Here goes the Sixers, pushing it once again. Powell gives it out to the top. Winston shoots the 3. That is well short. Just forced it up instead of setting his feet and taking a jumper. He went into a weird fadeaway motion with nobody on him. 2:20 remaining in the third. James Palmer Jr. at the free throw circle. Floats up the shot. Missed off the back rim, off the fingertips of Coburn. Offensive rebound, Utah. Another chance. They will score. Got it. And 1. Coming up at the free throw line. That will be James Palmer Jr. Gets the layup. Count it in the foul. It's a 2-point game. Timeout on the floor. 2:07 left to play in the third quarter. 59-57. Sixers by 2. So there is overtime in the NBA Summer League. 5-minute overtime. First overtime played in its entirely. If it's still tied up at the end of the first overtime, then a true sudden death happens thereafter to determine the game winner. So that's how the NBA Summer League works. If it does go into overtime here, we got a close game going on right now, 59-57. Oh, interesting. They must have changed it because I saw on Wikipedia that it was 5. Interesting. Oh, they might have changed it here recently with the rules. That's why. Free throw is good. 59-58. 2 minutes left to go in the third. 3-point shot from the top. Missed off the mark by Philly. Jazz with the ball. Jonathan Williams. Puts it to the top of the key to James Palmer Jr. Palmer around the perimeter. Bounce pass. Looking for a cut and got intercepted. Swooped away. Grant Riller with a steal. Passing ahead. Leading to a two-handed jam by Malik Ellison of Philly. So it's a 3-point lead for the Sixers. Here's a steal right past midcourt. Here goes Miles Powell and a lot of body collisions right here. Powell gets banged right into by James Palmer Jr. Well, hard contact down low, and there was a loose ball by Powell. Hey, thanks so much, Mr. Valenterama. Appreciate it. It's going to be Philadelphia who will get the inbound out of it. Minute 10 left to go in the third. Michael Foster Jr. back into the game. Lob to him down inside the low post. Double team. Turn around. Puts it up and they're going to count it. And one by Foster Jr. So finally, Philadelphia starting to come alive here, outscoring Utah now. It's 24-15 in the third. The free throw is good by Foster. Final minute left to go in the third. As a Utah player gets tripped up and fouled. Got a lot of fouls in this game compared to the last one where Oklahoma City and Memphis were just, it was just like free flowing. A lot of shots made. This has got 23 personal fouls committed by Philadelphia as a team. Now 18 by Utah. It's going to send James Palmer to the free throw line shooting 2. First shot he missed. I'm going to take a look at the numbers in this game because there's been a lot of missed free throws, it seems to be. Yeah, Utah's missed 6 free throws. They made 6 free throws. They're 50% at the free throw line. Second free throw they missed. They get the offensive rebound once again. 45 seconds remaining. Down low. Poke loose. Will it be stolen away? Philadelphia can't complete the steal. Open 3. It leads to B, and Utah drills it down. James Palmer Jr. The luck of how the ball bounces, I guess. That was the last possession. What's good, Chainsaw Greatest Kid? Welcome to the stream. 30 seconds left to go. Huge rejection by the Jazz. That was Coburn with a big block, and another block right back by Philly. That is Mark Ellison. Couple big plays by Mark Ellison as of late. He's a rookie. He was undrafted in 2020. So undrafted in 2020 from Hartford. From Mark Ellison. Or Malik Ellison. Malik Ellison. So 22 seconds left to go. Third quarter. Holmesley puts the ball into the hands of 39. This is Isaiah Miller who lost it. Turnover. Sixers go with an outlet ahead. Missing the layup. Tried to get the tip in. There was a foul before. The game clock will stop with 6 seconds. Yeah, that's on Holmesley. It's around 6 seconds left to go. 2 free throws to the line for Philadelphia. First one is good by Charlie Brown Jr. Philadelphia, despite being just 2 of 16 from three-point range, holding on to a 4-point lead at the moment. Second free throw is good. 5 seconds left to go. Miller moves it outside, deflected pass, poor decision, as it will lead to Philadelphia taking a half-court 3. Did they bank it in time as it went up as a shot clock expired? Will they count it or no? There's a player who's down for Philadelphia right past midcourt. That is number 16, Charlie Brown Jr., who's being attended right now by a medical professional on the court. They will not count the 3. It looked like it was after the shot clock, and that's exactly what the referees have rolled it. So it will stay 66-61. We've closed through 3 in the books. Philadelphia outscores Utah 27-18 in the third. What's good, BGR? Welcome back in. Turned out to be a really good game tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. 10 more minutes of basketball action remaining once we come back. Top scorer in the game is Charles Bassey for Philadelphia. He's got himself 15 points tonight with 6 rebounds, 6 of 8 from the floor in 20 minutes. Having a great game. 12 points by Charlie Brown Jr., 11 by Traveling Queen. Those are 3 players, double figures for the Sixers. And then off the bench, top scorer is James Palmer Jr. now for Utah with 12. James Palmer Jr. coming from Nebraska. And then 11 points by Justin Robinson out of Virginia Tech. What's good, Wick? Welcome back in. Best of luck there for Mr. Valentarama going for the over tonight at 169.5. So we're going to get back to action. They did not count the 3, so it's 66-61, the score. They had said it was just a tad late right after the buzzer sounded off. Philadelphia left to right in the court to start off the fourth quarter. They got the basketball first for the Sixers. And loose ball. Nice hustle play there by Jordan Usher. Utah couldn't finish with a layup tipped at the glass by Holmesley. They couldn't come up with it. And another loose ball in midcourt. Utah going to come up with another steal. They got a 3-on-1 underneath the hoop, blocked. Underneath, it's going to be counted as a goaltend though. So they will award it 2 points. And a goaltend charged to Philadelphia with Aminu Muhammad, the one who gets charged with the goaltend. So it's 9:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. 3-point game all of a sudden. It looks like a timeout, Burt, on the floor. So Utah will take a timeout. 9:25 left to go. 3-point game. I think he'll go to the Heat, if I had to predict. Welcome in Harry back on the stream. Yeah, this has turned out to be a really good game for a game that started out struggling. Utah had 6 points in the first 6 minutes. And then they started getting on the roll. They took the lead. Went into halftime leading the game. And then Philadelphia went in the big third quarter, 27-18. So Philadelphia is still leading this despite shooting just 2 of 16 from 3-point range. Referees are actually looking at the last call whether this was goaltend or not. Utah struggling at the free throw line tonight, leaving 6 points off the scoreboard, 6 of 12 at the free throw line. Wow, they waved off the goaltend. So after further deliberation, they will say no goaltend on the last possession. So once it goes, once again, it's going to go back to a 5-point. Or no, they will. I don't know why ESPN had a graphic that said, 1 second, 66, okay, yeah, 66-61. Okay, they got 66-61. So I'm going to stick with that, 61. Yeah, I thought it said they waved it off, and now here's the steal. So that's correct, 66-61 with a dunk. Right to it, there's 63 on the board for Utah. Big steal and dunk by Isaiah Miller. Showing the vertical there for a 6-foot guard from UNC Greensboro. He can really get ups. bringing the energy now to the Jazz. This guy's a high flyer. I think 2 years ago he was the SoCon Player of the Year. That's exactly what the Jazz are looking for. 9 minutes left to go in the fourth. Sixers get the inbound. Grant Riller gives it out to the corner. 3 on its way. Missed off the back rim. And Utah with a chance to tie with a 3. Chance to pull in and one with a 2. Jazz going to slow it down, looking for a quality possession here. Miller running the point for the Jazz. Miller at the top of the key. 8.5 left to go. Miller swings it across the floor. Catch and fire. 3. Holmesley comes up short, goes out of bounds. And that was last touch by the Jazz. $8:24 left to go. Sixers will get the inbound. They have it out the wing with Miles Powell. Powell, crossover. Gives it outside left wing. 3 on its way. Missed off the back rim by Julian Champagnie. Offensive rebound, another chance. Straightaway 3. Powell hits it. That's only the third made 3 in the night for Philadelphia. That's a crucial one, though, to go up by 6. Soundman, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in. And again, Philadelphia commits a reach and foul. Game clock will stop with 7:56 left to go. Near side of the floor, inbound for the Jazz. Isaiah Miller around the perimeter. Takes inside the key, moves it out to the corner. 3 on its way. Missed off the back rim. Offensive rebound. Tries to put it up. Got stripped and fouled. And Bruno Caboclo will shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be a blocking foul charge to Julian Champagnie. So 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Utah. First one is good. Second shot's good. Right down the middle by Caboclo. Sixers with a possession. 7:35 left to play. Top of the key, Philadelphia. Miles Powell. Step back 3 straight away in the air. Got it. Oh, that's a big time shot right there by Miles Powell. Used to take over games at Seton Hall and looking to do it here in the fourth quarter to give Philadelphia a W. And Utah, next possession called an offensive. Oh no, they're going to get it back. That was close. So Utah will get possession out of it here. 7:20 left to go. That was close to being an offensive foul. Jazz with the ball at the corner. Right baseline dribble down low. Blocked underneath. They're able to get the ball right back though. Tipped around. Battle for the basketball. Comes up with it. It's Champagnie. Philadelphia has it back. Passing in transition. Layup. It leads to B. That is Malik Ellison for Philadelphia as they're starting to pull away a little bit. And then Utah down low. Close to the baseline. And they're charging the turnover. So turnover committed by the Jazz, and it goes right back to Philadelphia with under 7 left to go. Got a bunch of fouls in this game. 26 total by Philadelphia. 20 by Utah. For a game with 10-minute quarters. 3 missed short by the Sixers by Powell. Here goes Utah, right to the rim, gets the bucket and count it in the foul by Caboclo. 7-point game, chance to cut it 1-6 if Caboclo makes the free throw. And he's the top scorer for Utah tonight with 14. And the free throw is good. 6:30 left to go, 6-point game. Yeah, wow, looking to see where he is, where he's been. He's been bounced around the league. Toronto, Sacramento, Memphis, Houston. And now with Utah. And Utah again going to pull this one closer. Caboclo up to 16 points as he gets the bucket down low. (16 points, 5 rebounds tonight by Caboclo. Grant Riller going to head to the free throw line coming up for Philadelphia. 2 shots, first one good. Got 6:07 left to play. Second shot coming up by Riller. That's good. Final 6 minutes now. Utah with a possession. Justin Robinson back into the game. Slides it across the floor into the hands to Palmer. Shoots the 3. Comes up short. Rebound controlled by Bassie. Bassie been the key to success tonight in this game for Philadelphia. Top scorer's got 15 points. Jumper for the mid-range. Missed off the back rim by Miles Powell. Rebound goes right back to Utah. 6-point game. Inside Robinson. Moves it out to the top. 3-point shot. Missed off the front rim straight away by Palmer. Offensive rebound though. Palmer gets it right back and goes right to the rim. And lays it up and in with the left hand. It's a 4-point game now. And the timeout taken on the floor. 5:28 left to go. Quarter number 4. As Utah will burn one. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. Or will we stay here? Looked like they were going to go to a timeout, but no. Traveling Queen will check into the game now, so they will not go with a timeout here. So Utah with 2 timeouts, Philadelphia with 1. Looked like the cameras were going to cut to a timeout. 5:15 left to go in the 4th. Sixers with a possession. Lob over the top. Bassie a little bit too strong off the glass, and it goes back to the Jazz. Chance to cut into it even more. Put it to a 1-possession game. Here goes Utah. Robinson right to the lane. He scores with a layup with 5 minutes even. It's a 2-point game now. Close competitive game. We got one right here, right now. 13 points by Justin Robinson from Virginia Tech. As Philadelphia goes right to the hole. Bassie, though, called in the offensive foul. The bucket will not count. It'll be Utah possession with 4:52 left to go. Ethan, welcome in. Hit us up in the chat. Who do you guys got in this one tonight? Jazz or Sixers? Philadelphia holding on to a thread right now of a 2-point lead. Here goes Utah. Chance to tie with a 2. Robinson going downhill, attacking to the rim, and will draw the foul. Before his shot attempt, it was called on Cassius Winston. It will be a Utah inbound with 4:46 left to go. Inbound passer at far side of the floor will be James Palmer Jr. Palmer gives over to Caboclo. Hands it off to Palmer. 12 on the shot clock. Palmer dribbles up. 15-footer straight away. Missed off the front rim. So many chances for the Jazz, but they just can't close that gap to a tie game. Sixers have the ball back. Winston. 4:25 remaining. Winston dribbles up to the free throw circle, moves it to the corner, back into the hands to Winston off the pass by Champagny. Winston, gets him on a step back, takes the jumper, couldn't convert on it though off the rim. And Utah comes up with a defensive rebound. Cross-court pass deflected, up in the air. Utah able to come down with it by Robinson, swinging. The pass down the lane, turnaround, banks it. It's a tie game. Jordan Usher gets the shot to fall on the post. It's 76 even. 4 minutes left to go. Philadelphia with the ball. Down low, Bassey powers his way to the hole. He's had a tremendous night. 17 now for Charles Bassey. 3:35 left to go in the fourth quarter. Utah with the possession. Lob down low post. Caboclo. Double teamed. Caboclo swings it into the key. Jumper. Good. That is Caleb Holmesley, and it's a tie game at 78. Sixers with a possession. They've been out in control mode most of this second half. Philly at the left wing into the hands to Winston. 8 in the shot clock. 3:10 left to go. Winston dribbles up to the elbow, and Bassey gets called on another offensive foul. Turnover Philadelphia. Utah ball with 3:09 left to play. That's costly right there by Charles Bassey. Three minutes remaining now. Utah with a possession. Chance to take the lead with a made field goal. Here's Robinson, 18-footer, straight away, he does it. First lead since 45-43, Justin Robinson, top of the free throw circle, drills the 2. It's Utah with the lead. Winston puts the ball outside into the hands to traveling Queen. Queen lobs it down low, Bassey, up fake, Bassey, turn around at the free throw circle, missed off the rim, tipped out of bounds, last touch by who the referee is looking to see. And the referees will say it's last touch by Utah. Clock will stop with 2:31 left to go. We're going to take a timeout on the floor. What a game. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games, college basketball here on the channel. I'm glad to have you guys join in, being a part here tonight. Top scorers in this game, 16 points by Bruno Caboclo, 15 by Justin Robinson, 14 points by Josh Palmer Jr. of Utah. Or James Palmer Jr. of Utah. Top scorer for Philadelphia, 17 by Charles Bassey, and then 13 off the bench by Miles Powell. Despite 20 turnovers and going just 9 for 15 at the free throw line, Utah's got a 2-point lead now. Philadelphia just 4 for 22 from 3-point range. Celtics' first game is Saturday at 5:30 Eastern Time. It's against Miami. So Celtics playing Saturday, Monday night at 8 p.m. against the Bucks. They play Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. against Golden State. They play Memphis next Thursday, July 14th. Wow, that's in the afternoon, 3:30 p.m. Wow. So we come up from the timeout. 2:15 left to go in the fourth. Utah with the inbounds. And he lost the basketball. Robinson just dribbled into a crowd of defenders. And the Sixers missing the layup, but Charles Bassey with a putback jam. The whistle blew right before. They will not count the putback jam, though. 2 minutes remaining on the clock. And instead, there will be 2 free throws by Philadelphia by Traveling Queen, the one who missed the layup before Bassey came in with a putback jam. Yep. Yeah, Miles Paul had some big games against PC. First one is good. Second one is good. Tie game. 2 minutes left to go. Utah with the ball. It's going to be a 3 taken by Holmesley. Missed off the rim. A rebound collected by Malik Ellison of Philadelphia. 1:40 left to go in the fourth. Here goes Winston inside the key. Winston bumped into. Winston gets fouled. Cassius Winston going to shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clock will stop with 1:37. First shot by Winston. No good. Rattled out. Every single point matters. That's a tough miss free throw. It was halfway down, rattled out. Second shot by Winston. That's good. 1:35 left to go. What a game here, folks. Utah with the ball. Bounce pass. At the right elbow. James Palmer Jr. Palmer, top of the key. 1:20 left to go. 8 on the shot clock. Palmer moves it out to his right. 3. Launched by Utah. Missed off the back rim. Offensive rebound. No control by Robinson. Another chance. 1:15 remaining. They'll take a 3 straight away. Missed off the rim short. No good by James Palmer Jr. Here goes Philadelphia with it. Winston. Bounce pass down low. Bassey had position for a moment. Winston got knocked down though and fouled. The clock will stop with 1:06. What's good? The Kill 405. Welcome to Streamer Man. Appreciate it, brother. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, NBA games, play-by-play, also college hoops as well. I'll be back tomorrow night, later night than usual, covering Orlando against Houston, so feel free to stop on by 10 p.m. Eastern Time for Paulo Banchero versus Jabari Smith Jr. with that matchup there, Magic against Rockets. 2 shots at the free throw line for Philly now. First one is good. Cassius Winston just made the free throw. He's going to shoot the second one coming up. And he makes it. 3-point lead for the Sixers. 1:05 left to go. Utah gets the basketball. Pass midcourt for the Jazz. It's Robinson. Justin Robinson switched. He's guarded outside by Bassey now. Robinson, 55 seconds left to play. Robinson passes right corner. Right baseline dribble. Utah out to the top. Robinson shoots the 3 straight away. Missed off the rim for a chance to tie the game. And Bassey comes up with a defensive rebound for Philly. 40 seconds left to go. Sixers have the ball and they're up by 3. And Winston looking to slow it down. Winston, backdoor lob. Gets it a go. That is good. That's a huge bucket by Philadelphia by Traveling Queen. Behind the defense, he's able to slip past, and it's a 5-point Sixers lead with 34 seconds left to play. Cassius Winston, an absolute dime right there. Over the top, the Traveling Queen, able to slip past Robinson to the hole. That might be the exclamation point tonight. Timeout on the floor, 34 seconds left. Jet D, welcome to the stream. Big assist there by Cassius Winston. That's assist number 6 tonight. The top playmaker for Philadelphia. Philly with 5 players scoring in double figures. Charles Bassey, he's got 17 points, 9 rebounds with 4 steals tonight by Bassey. 15 by Queen now. Just got a big backdoor lob and scored. 13 off the bench by Miles Powell, 12 now by Charlie Brown Jr., 11 by Cassius Winston with those 6 assists, and 7 for 8 at the free throw line. Philadelphia able to make their free throws when their threes weren't able to drop. Philly just 4 for 22 from 3. They were 81% though at the free throw line, 21 to 26 in this game shooting free throws, and for Utah, free throw misses came back to haunt them, just 9 of 15 at 60% at the free throw line. 16 points by Bruno Caboclo, 15 by Justin Robinson, with Palmer tonight scoring 14. So it's been a great game, close and competitive all throughout the course of this one, and now we're down to the final 34 seconds. Utah down by 5. The Jazz will have the basketball coming up off the inbound. They give it out to the top into the hands to Robinson. Takes a quick 3. And there was contact on that by Philadelphia. It's charged to Ellison. Automatically. Right off the inbound. Now, they're not going to put it on the shot. They did not assess the fall on the shot. It was off the inbound. Reaching in was Ellison. 33 seconds left to go. Deflected out. Near side of the floor by Ellison last. So a little bit more time comes off the clock. We're down to 33 seconds. Jazz get the inbound. Robinson, 30 seconds. Robinson, poke loose, able to put it into the hands of his teammate, though, Caboclo. And Philadelphia with another fall to give, reaching in. Clock will stop with 29 seconds. Or actually, that was their... Before that, that was their last fall to give, so now they're shooting free throws. So Robinson will head to the free throw line, shoot 2. First one good. Second shot by Robinson, down the middle. 3-point game, Sixers get the inbound. 25 seconds left to go. It's a 5-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Traveling Queen, looking to just use the shot clock here. Queen, 16 seconds, passes off the roll down. Missed the slam dunk by Bassey, and there's still 16 seconds left to play. Utah with a chance to tie the 3. Poor shot clock management by Philadelphia, and the Jazz will burn a timeout with 7.8 seconds. Wow. That is not how you make the NBA. If you're traveling Queen, just stay back around the perimeter and don't pass to any cuts or so. And what he did was passing to Bassey, who cut, and Bassey could not finish the dunk at the rim. And it happened with 16 seconds remaining. They didn't need to attempt a shot until around 6-7 seconds left to go on the clock. And now there's 7.8 seconds left to play because of that. Queen passed off to a cutter. Bassey tried to split a double team. All you have to do, just slam it down with a two-handed dunk, and he missed the dunk by Bassey. And then Usher and Holmesley got tangled up. .8 seconds left to go. It's going to be Utah basketball. Far side of the floor, here we go. James Palmer Jr., the inbound passer. He will be guarded by Tyler Bay. On the far side of the floor, gives it over to the right corner. 3, launched by Robinson, comes up short. 4 seconds. Rebound control by Philadelphia, but they were out of bounds with it, and the clock will stop with 4.4. Justin Robinson on a desperation heave. Missed the 3 at the corner, well short. Well short on the 3. That's a tough look to jack one up in the corner And this will be Philadelphia free throws. So Philly had come up with a rebound like right around the baseline. They were not out of bounds. It was Utah who committed the foul before they went out of bounds. So the Sixers, with Julian Champagnie, he got shoved out of bounds, resulting in a Utah foul. So it's 85-82, 4.4 seconds left to go. Champagnie will shoot the second free throw. And gets it. So that should do it. 4-point lead, 4 seconds left to go. Inbound, stolen away by Philadelphia. Far side of the floor, and this game is over. Close right down to the wire, but the Sixers pull off the victory. Get their first win in the Summer League. 86-82 final score over Utah. And we're going to wrap up this. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here tonight in the stream. I plan on being back tomorrow night covering Houston against Orlando. Later game tomorrow around 10 p.m. tip-off time. Feel free to join in tomorrow night. We're going to close out to the channel members here. All channel members get a shout-out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, Rajeep, Russell, BP, Greg, Oreo Pudding, Braden, Reynaldo, Bino, Mark, Mike, John, Jessica, Ahino, Josa, Vegas, Michael, Wick, Woody, Warren, I Am Ghost, Kelly, Arahan, Micolette, Roderick, Blessed Brian, SG Sports Talk, Isaiah, Bruin, Cody, Steven, Siegel, Tristan, BGR, Ace, Ian, Spaghetti Factory, Happy MT Dude, Mike, and Robin. Thanks so much all for joining and being a part here on the stream tonight. Philadelphia wins 86-82 final score over Utah in the NBA Summer League. Thanks so much all, and enjoy the rest of your night, everybody.